And so the next update on the video was I forgot to install the headers, and so it was a pain in the ass to put it in there. What I had to do is remove everything, especially just that mount and then the same mount on the bottom, so I can shift the engine so I could stick that header back inside to its place. Right now the AC pump is put in, the water pump, alternator is placed. Right now the missing, which would be a pain in the ass, would be the manifold. After that, I gotta figure out the wiring, which will take a while. But this is just the progress of this car. So I worked on this car the week after Thanksgiving of last year. Mostly it's just taking one thing at a time and removing one part at a time. So what you're looking at is just the block of the company that I bought my engine from, ES Engines. So they're based on Irvine, California. So what you're getting is just the block, nothing else. The camshafts, chain and everything. Timing chain tensioner is what you're also getting with the new engine. So with this company, it's pretty cool. So I only paid $3,900. I paid a core of $390, which I'll be getting back. And then, so that's $3,900 total plus tax. Originally the price was only $3,100. But anyways, you have 30 days to remove the whole engine, your old engine, and put it into the new pallet that they provided you. Now make sure everything's like all not leaking and damaged, and make sure that there's no hole in the block. So they'll contact you every week, wondering how's the progress of the engine and how's everything going, and then they will come by and pick it up if you're ready. Just make sure that the engine is on the pallet, there's a bag over it of any leaks, and then you will put the return label that they provided you with the engine and one with the driver. So they'll set up an appointment with you, and then that's when they'll pick it up. So this is where I picked up my engine, and it was on eBay. So if you guys want an engine for your S2K without any used mileage, go for it. So they offer me 3-year warranty, 0 miles. So I have to break this engine down, which I have to drive, or I mean not drive, but I have to give an oil change every 500 miles and not abuse it and not go VTEC. By the time I hit what's called 3,500 miles, then I'll hit VTEC. Well, technically I can't hit VTEC constantly, just once in a while. But everything else seems to be intact. So for almost 150 days I've been working on this engine and removing everything. So I didn't do much. Alternator stays the same. This guy, I don't even know what it's called, but I spray painted that with the same color, tried to have the same color as the engine. And then the water pump I spray painted silver, and then the what's called AC pump I left alone. So I'm using my stock starter. I was going to get a replacement, but they sent me the wrong part and it didn't fit, so I'm just gonna use my old one. Hopefully it doesn't die. And then my headers is wrapped. and then I'll apply the shield later on. Make sure if you guys are gonna do this, make sure you wear gloves, because I didn't wear any gloves and I didn't know anything about it, and then my hand hurted for about several days because of all the spikes, whatever, twine that's on that wrap itself. So these are new mounts, and the mounts have been spray painted as well, just left and right. And right now, I'm trying to clean the interior bay, or the engine bay, as much as possible. I may have to go with or spray paint, and then just try to do as much cleanup as I can. It looks like a mess, yeah, I know, but this is my progress of how my engine bay looks like. So until the next video, which is tomorrow, I'll work on a little bit more of the cleanup, or adding on, not cleanup. Well, maybe cleanup, but adding more parts. Let's get to put the cover on too. So I'll see you guys next time, or tomorrow. You guys have a good night, and if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll try to answer them as best as possible. And so this is my 2003 S2000. You guys have a good night.